Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Huntley going to the air right away. Escaping the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. A handoff to Moss on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And the Rams at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Huntley. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. They go play action with Huntley. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give running left with Moss. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Huntley to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hundley looks to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a very long drive, play after play, gets him down the field, but wouldn't you know, it winds up yielding nothing.
And over on the sideline, you've got a kicker who feels worse about it than anyone. There's nothing you hate more than seeing the look on your linemen's faces after all their hard work getting you in position.
Some kicker. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's Hurts to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And just shedding him off there. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Huntley. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Huntley off of play action. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun, Huntley. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw here, Huntley. Throw left side complete. That's Martin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. They'll run here with Moss. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Zach Moss, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Escapes the defender.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
And the Rams got it. They'll bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's Huntley. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
To throw, Huntley. They'll run the screen with Moss. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run on the draw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 57 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Looking to throw. Huntley. Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Flushed out right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Rams will extend their lead on a final play and a half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flipping left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw again. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is
Desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
From the gun, it's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Hundley looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they can...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here's Hurts to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Huntley to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now Huntley. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jackson. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Barkley. will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
18. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now. Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Looking to throw here, Huntley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Fights loose, pushing through tacklers at the 30. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. A big play in this football game. Third down and 1. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Smith catches left side. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here comes 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this down to the 41.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
He's back to throw. This is Smith to the ground.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
And he can't get it thrown away. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Back to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And the stadium clock says 0, but field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
46 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Here's a give to Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie.
Good yardage yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They go play action with Huntley.
He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Huntley. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
On the counter, this is Moss.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Rams have won the game.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for the Rams, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.